afternoon, everyone, and happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing fabulous this Friday. I wanted to give you guys a lunchtime live, if you will. So today we're going to talk about what I call the pocket method. Now, Marvin has his way of doing the pocket method. I have my way of doing the pocket method, but I'm going to show you kind of sort of both ways. It's going to be a little bit harder because you do have to print these in you do have to print these at the same time, two different ones because they're so big. We're talking about the pocket method for the wind spinners. Now, please note, I'm not going to be able to press these because I have none to press. You guys bought the woman out, so I can't even get my own orders in right now. No, that's okay. No, really. I pressed these on Sunday, and if you guys missed it, these are the wind spinners out of Taz Creation Metal Arts. They are the hot-selling item right now, and they are feverishly making them. I've been loving the videos that John, one of the co-owners of that duo, has been sending me about all the progress they are making. I am so super excited. Now, not only can you use the pocket method on the wind spinners, but anything metal, really. You can use it on MDF, but I've yet to master that one. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I use it on the metal. I use it on the ornaments. I will use it on the new stuff coming into Rider Digital Works. I'll be talking about that as well. So I just wanted to say good afternoon to everybody. So first things first, you're going to need yourself some transfers. So because these transfers are rather large, we're going to, let's talk about it for a hot second. Okay? All right. Here we go. One thing you're going to want is obviously your transfer. Now, because you cannot fit two of these on a page, they are a 10-inch one. You could do it to where you tape it and then you fold it. I'm not really good at that method. Okay, I just want you to know this is not a method Nikki's really good at. So I just cut mine out. Okay. And what I do is I give a little bit of wiggle room. Now, mind you, there is a bleed on this. So you don't have to be too worried about it because I give you a generous bleed. We'll start there. Now, you're going to see that I will not go all the way around this, and I'll show you why. I'll just get this one, okay? And then I'm going to want to come down here. Come up. And I'll show you why it's the pocket method. Okay, you can just come around here. Okay, so now I have one side. I'm going to do the other side as well. So I'm going to do this side of it so when I lay them together. Now, I will cut off some of this excess paper here. Okay, so then for this pocket method to work, you want to mirror it. So I'm going to do this side of it. So when I go to lay everything and I make it into a cute little lunchtime pouch here, you will see why I really don't need to go all the way around it. Again, because you cannot fit two of these on a page, Marvin's method of just laying them next to each other just won't work. Okay? Because we just don't, they just don't work. But if you're using it for ornaments, absolutely you can lay them. Okay. So, knob to knob, right? So when you're laying these, you want to make sure that, oh, let's cut off this excess too, that they're going to line up, right? So that's what you're going to do. You know that they will. All right. So this is how you do it. This is it in a nutshell. Okay. You line it up, but I do half of this and half of this, and then you can lay them both on one side. Now, here's where your girl gets a little bit on the crazy side. So I'll lay it out like this. I'll line it all up, and I'll start taping the pocket. Okay, because I'm going to slide my wind spinner right inside here. Okay, now I'm going to peel this back. Ugh. All right, I'm going to lay my wind spinner inside this pocket. Now, when you lay it inside the pocket, of course, you're going to want to make sure that it lines up. And sure as God made tadpoles, it does. You lay it down. Now, can you do this where you go all the way around like this? Of course. Okay. Do you have to? Well, no, you don't. Okay. So this is all sitting inside my pocket. It is safe and sound. I am going to literally come in and just tape it around. I'm making myself a hot pocket here. Okay. Because I know this edge is where this edge is, I can then shook it down if I need to. I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are going, Nikki, you're moving that. I know. But I actually line this up on my heat press so it doesn't get moved. Okay? And I will show you what I do with it on my heat press. We're going to pretend this is my heat press. So I will do this side first, get it all laid down. You have your butcher paper, right? You're going to make sure, let me get that open. Hold on. Okay. So once you've got this all laid out to where you want it to, okay. Now mind you, we're going to pretend this is our heat press because I have a clamshell. You're not going to move it. Okay, you're not moving this, but you're going to tape it right to your butcher paper. Tape it right down to your butcher paper, all the way around. All right, and that's all you have to do. Okay, so again, cut it out. I cut it halfway out, make my pocket. I tape it here first. I slide my substrate in while it's sitting on my heat platen, or on my heat press, okay? I lay it, I get it all situated, and then I make sure that I tape this to my butcher paper. This is how it's going to look on my platen. Now I've not picked it up, I haven't moved it, it's not going to shuck and move, all of that other fun stuff. But this is how I do it for larger items, is I will make a pocket this way, slide it in, while it's on my heat press, line it all up, lay my top paper over it, and then tape this down. All right, you can actually do that for a lot of items. Marvin has it to where he will put an image here and an image here, and then he folds it over. You absolutely can do it that way. I'm just not very successful with that. Where I'm successful is where I cut out half of the item, make it a pocket, and then I tape it down. And then for this, I don't move it. All right, so that's how I do the pocket method for bigger items. And I do, try it again. Erin and I figured out that $3.95 for 75, we up the time just a little bit because you are double pressing this, or single pressing this, so you want to make sure the heat goes all the way through. It's metal. Metal is a great conductor, so it's going to go all the way through. This also prevents a lot of other things. An extensive heat off-gassing. So if you're off-gassing, it's going to off-gas if you do a double press, all right? So if you want less off-gassing from the first side that you pressed, this method is probably going to be better for you. So jot these notes down. $3.95, 75, great starting point. Do the pocket method so you only have to do one press. All right, one press. Again, we tape it on the one side so that it's all lined up. Slide our metal inside, lay it on our heat press, line it all up, peel this back off over, and tape it to the butcher paper. Okay, and then you just press it. You want medium to firm. You don't want squish the heck out of me. So medium to firm pressure at $3.95 for 75 if you're doing a single press. All right, if you're going to try the double method, please note you're going to get some off-gassing. That's just natural. It happens with every single metal. You just can't avoid it. You're going to get some off-gassing when you press on the back side of an item. So keep that in mind. If you want less off-gassing and possible muting of colors, you definitely want to try to do the pocket method. Okay. Any questions so far? Ask away on the questions because this is the time to ask me. Now, could you tape this all down and carry this over to your heat press? Absolutely you can. If you've got better lighting somewhere, you could just tape this right down to your butcher paper and then lay it on your heat press. You absolutely can. Because why? It's all there. It's all sandwiched in. You got better lighting somewhere else so you can get it nice and lined up and you will get a beautiful press. It's got to press once. You're not going to get any off-gassing in the sense of that double off-gassing kind of thing. So, did that help? I can't wait to try either, let me tell you. So, Aaron and I were talking about this. This is how you could do ornaments as well. Metal ornaments from Sublimation Underground. You could do her metal ornaments the same exact way. And that's where Marvin's pocket method works. Okay, so where he just folds it over. This is how I've got to do it. What about using a Nomax pad? Is that needed? Actually, it's not needed. You won't need to use any of that stuff. You literally can just put it on your heat press. Heat press it and go. That's the beautiful part about this. Okay, so for those who are new, who came late, Bobby. Okay, so Bobby, here's what we did. We printed out our transfers, okay? I cut it really close on the one side of the transfer, on both of them, but I did them opposite, okay? So we're going to go back through. I'm going to show you, just because we've got people late to the party. Okay. So, I'm going to take this out. You're going to cut your transfer opposite each other, all right? So they mirror each other. You're going to copy. Now, I only do the notch because you can cut it around the whole thing. You absolutely can, by all means. All right. Then I tape these two pieces. I will tape them together first. Lay it down on my butcher paper. I will take my substrate. In this case, it's the wind spinner. You're going to line her up. Okay. Make sure she's all lined up. You're going to lay this piece of paper over the top. Now, we're not going to move it, right? Could you move it? Yes. Will we? No. If you've got better lighting and it's not on your heat press, go ahead, put your butcher paper down as if it was going to definitely lay on your heat press. You're going to go through and you're going to tape it. Okay, you're going to tape it in all the spots because you don't want it to move. Now, could you carry this over? Yes, you can. But you can also just line it right up on your heat press. It will take you a hot second. And literally a hot second. You'll lay it all out. Put your butcher paper on the top because remember we protect our investments around here. Put your butcher paper on the top. Close your heat press. Cook it for medium to firm. 395 for 75 seconds. You're going to come through. You're going to peel this off. Now you're going to take it out of the pocket. All right. So you're going to go through, take it out of the pocket, and it's done. It's a one and done. You won't have to do double pressing. The reason for the double pressing where you might see a minor issue, and it's with all metal across the board, okay, is when you double press an item, you will get some off-gassing. So your colors can look a little muted. This is a great way to not have those colors look muted on one side and versus the other. Can it happen? Absolutely. Will it happen? Probably, because off-gassing is a thing. I could put this in my heat press right now and you would see some off-gassing. So there you go. That is this method right here. Now, you guys saw me post a picture about this dreamy little thing. Okay, so I got myself a charcuterie board, right? Or as they lovingly say, a charcuterie board, right? A charcuterie board. And it is real wood, has live edge, it has the resin, and it will inspire me to make one for my tanner tray. So I've already taken the film off, and Katie from Singing Arrow usually has a dot in the center that says, hey, remove the film, so that you remember to remove it. I've already removed this. Now here's what I am going to do. I'm already going to go over and pre-press it. I don't normally pre-press my MDF if it is smaller than 8 inches. If it's 8 inches and bigger, I will pre-press it. I will make sure that it's nice and yummy. So we'll do that. We'll get that all pre-pressed. Let me get some butcher paper on the top. So anything over 8 inches, I will pre-press. I give it a nice pre-press, and the reason being is there's moisture that does get stuck in the center of that. Well, it's harder to get out if you don't pre-press it, and it can cause some weird shadowing. So we like to give it a nice, really solid 15-second pre-press. That's the bottom. All right. Woohoo! Hot Toledo. Let it cool off for a hot second so I can handle it and not burn my fingerprints off. kits from Singing Arrow, they're a kit. They come with the screws, the little padded feet. They come with the handles that you're going to put in here. But you guys wanted to see what this looked like pressed. Does it look like the mock-up? Well, sometimes when I make a mock-up, the mock-up is just so I could see if I like it. Not necessarily if I plan on selling it or anything of that nature. It's just whether or not I'm going to like it. So let's lay this down, flip her over. Now, because this is a large image, I just printed it. I did not size it. I didn't want to. I just wanted to print it. So this is the size that the print actually comes in. And the reason being is so that you guys can use it for anything. So you could use it for the Tanner tray. You could use it for the other tray that she has. Or you could use it for little whatevers. I don't know what you're going to use it for, but at this rate I didn't care. I just wanted to show you what it's pressed. Sean wants to know if you plan on eating that yummy thing. Oh, this yummy goodness? Yes, Sean, I do. Wise guy. Alright, so you want to use a medium to firm pressure on this. You don't want to do the squish the heck out of me pressure. It is at $3.95 for 65. Now I know what you're going to say, Nikki, you always used to do $3.85 for 65 because little guy runs a little bit hotter, so I would have to bring it down to $3.85 for 65. But Big Daddy over here, he runs a little bit normal, so I like to do $3.95 for 65. I have protected my investment. There you go, Erin, I've said it. So I put butcher paper on the bottom. I put my substrate, I put my transfer face down, and I put butcher paper on the top. We sandwich it in there with the butcher paper to protect the investment because nobody wants a repeat project on a new project. We don't like repeat projects. At least not in that sense. Hello, hello, hello. Boy jokes. I love boy jokes. Although the boy jokes in our house get a little bit crazy. All right, we got about 27 seconds. So, Taz Creation Metal Arts, they have the wind spinners. Now, I will put this out there. Yes, they will be doing custom cuts for you. Right now, they just got to get through what I did to them on Sunday. And if you missed it, it was an explosion of wonderfulness that came out of the Sassy Summer on the Sass on Sunday, and that was the wind spinners. So it was the interchangeable wind spinner, the butterfly, the solid core 6 and 10 inch. Will she be able to, or will they be able to do custom cuts? Absolutely. Look forward to a Rider Digital Works near you, because we have some custom cuts coming out for her wind chimes. I'm telling you, the talented explosion is amazing. And guess what? I see she's here, so I'm going to tell you, Becky from 615 Customize, or 605 Customize, has her direct-to-fill machine so she's had one. She got a new one. And oh my God, this is gorgeous. Has a new one, and let me tell you, it is bigger and better, and OMG, I can't. She's so stinking pretty. Oh my God, is it gorgeous? No, I'm not showing you, I'm being a jerk. Hold on. Ready? Oh my God! Look how gorgeous that thing is! Ah! Okay, sometimes I get it right. I just want to tell you, sometimes I get it right. I don't always get this right, but I'm trying to find my other glove because my hands are going to get burned. But you know, Remington thinks that they need to be stolen. Like, seriously, look at that thing! Oh my gosh. Now, I'm going to go get the board. Here. I'm going to go get the board that this was inspired by. Okay? So that you can see what a real live edge board looks like versus what I just printed. Okay. They are two totally different. So I sat and it was inspired by it. So here's my board that I had custom made for me. It's my charcuterie board, right? So here you go, right? So here's mine, and here's my design. Like, hold on. I'm going to drop one of these, and it better not be the really expensive one. So look, the real one and my Tanner tray one. Like, for real. I mean, it's gorgeous. Put it over there. You could, yeah, right. You should make, so here's the thing. I offered this as a rectangle shape. You can shrink it down and you can offer it however you want. I wanted it just to be simple. I wanted you guys to be able to do whatever you wanted with it. I could go in and do different colors and whatnot, but how gorgeous is that thing? I really did a good job, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I can toot my own horn if I want to. Now, I will show you what it looks like with handles. Hold on. Okay. So, let's flip this back over. The original is amazing, right? The original is amazing, but you know what? My faux one is just as pretty. So here's what it would look like if I put the handles on it. I just want you to give you an idea. I won't be putting the handles on this. I got to get different screws for mine because, of course, you know, I got to be different in every way, shape, and form. Okay, so there you go. That's what it would look like with the handles. Absolutely love this. Now, she also offers their padded feet. You put one in each corner and one in the center. I could carry mugs on this. I could carry a bunch of coffee mugs on the one that I have that's in my other room. So what is the working surface area? You're going to ask me that question, like how much do you get out of this? Well, from the inside to the inside is just about 12.5 inches. So you have 12.5 by 11 in this space from where the handle is. This is the Tanner. There is another one. It's got little peaks to it. I can't remember what the name of that one is off the top of my head. But this is a great wedding gift, that kind of stuff. Great for real estate agents to give to people. I mean, that is just gorgeous. I could stare at that all day and be a happy little camper. Right? TV tray size. This is actually not too bad. You would have to see, this one is actually 15 inches wide. So that's a pretty big size. So it's 15 by 11. You don't want to go too much bigger. I mean, you can to fit a 13 by 19 page. But you get into, you'd have to have more feet underneath for stability and whatnot. But this is the perfect little size. I absolutely love that. Go me. Go me. I'll take it for the team. All right. So there you go. So that is all for today. I wanted you guys to see how I did the pocket method, how I do it for the larger substrates versus how you can do it for the smaller substrates. I hope that that helps because a one and done is so much easier than trying to flip it and let it cool off and whatnot. So you can do the pocket method for the wind spinners. People asked on Sunday. I said I would look into it just to double check because it is a little bit on the thicker side with coating and all that. I wasn't 100% sure. So Erin and I sat on the phone for at least over an hour perfecting some different things, and sure enough, the pocket method is where it was at, and it came out perfect. So that was where we decided it was the perfect thing. Now, here's what's coming new to Ryder Digital Works near you. She has a premium wind chimes. That's right, the premium wind chimes are different shapes that are cut by Taz Metal Arts, and they will be exclusive to Mel. They're going right now. They're into the powder coating stage, so they are headed into sublimation powder coating that they will put on, and then they will be headed from Washington to Pennsylvania, where Mel will have them in her hot little hands. You are wondering what those beautiful little shapes are? You heard it here first, Lunchtime Live. You're going to end up with a cardinal. Now, all of these are going to end up with spots for personalization. You're going to have a cardinal. You're going to have a sunflower or any other flower, really. It depends on what my little heart desires for designs. And then you're going to have a camper. You have an American flag. She also has, and I don't know if she's putting them with the premium or if she's putting them with the other standard ones, a lighthouse and an oval. I am so super excited for these. They are headed to her very, very soon. Like I said, they're in the powder coating stage right now. The last I got to see a video from John. He has also been feverishly working on all of those wind spinners and getting them out the door as well. There you go. I also want to say thank you to everybody who purchased from Erin and John. You not only supported a small business, you supported a veteran-owned business. I also want to let you know that if there was a ton of overage when it came to shipping, Erin went through and adjusted your shipping and refunded you. So if it was crazy off the wall for some reason, Equid was having really bad issues with the shipping, if that's ever the case, process your order. They will go through and say, hey, listen, you get an X number of dollar refund because I don't know what's going on. And so she did go through, and I know she was doing that yesterday, going through everybody's order and checking the price on them just so that people would know. So that's be patient. If you didn't get a refund, it means it was pretty darn close or spot on, but there were some that were kind of off the wall. So she was going through and fixing those. Please put your faith in that she is a very good person. Some people would have been like, you know what, sorry, Charlie, I get to keep the money. Whereas she is like, no, that is your hard-earned dollars that I want to give back to you and say thank you for still purchasing, even if it was crazy off the wall. So thank you to Erin for that. That's just great customer service right there. And any company that's willing to do that is a company worth doing business with in my book. Only that because she's a very dear friend of mine. So, but that is the kind of company you want to do work with. So, there we go. What is the website again? It is Taz, T-A-Z, Creations, C-R-E, the number 8, T-I-O-N-S. Erin can put the link right into the comment section. Creations, with an S, metalart.com. So, Erin can put the link in there, or somebody could put the link in there for me because I'm not good at that multitasking thing. So there you go. Thank you guys for this quick, short time, lunchtime live. It has been absolutely amazing. We will be doing Zumbi Friday. That is right. It is Zumbi Friday tonight. And I will be doing some beginner Photoshop classes. When I say beginner, it is the most beginner of beginner. You will be able to come in and join me. I will let you guys know when I will be popping in and doing those. It will not be tonight. Zumbi Fridays are our happy hour nights, but during the week, I will be offering 2 classes where I will give you an hour of my time. So whether it's during the day and you want to pop in, or at night and you want to pop in and you want to ask some Photoshop questions, that would be the time to do it. I am not a professional by any way, shape, or form. I will just teach you the way I process information. So please know that there are 1,001 ways to do something. But if you want to dabble in some Photoshop, I will help you out. So I will be posting when I'll be offering those classes. It's going to be first come, first serve basis. There'll only be a certain amount allowed in at a time. So if you can't get in, there you go. I will not be doing a sign up for them. It'll just be whether or not you can get in or not. Just because it's too crazy for me to do it that way. So there you go. I'll be doing that maybe once a week. I'm not really sure, but you guys keep asking if I bring back the Photoshop mini tutorials. So I thought about it and I said yes. So there you go. Thank you so much for posting that. Erin, there you go, Miss Kathy. There's the website for you. It's Task Creation Metal Arts, and it's drop the A and add an 8. I mess that up every time I type it. So there you go. You guys have a great rest of your Friday. I'll talk to you guys all real soon. Thanks for joining me on this lunchtime live. Until then, I'll see you guys all later on the flip side. Bye.